come over here, log. Come this way. I fishes you out. I was just sitting here thinking, I needs to get some bigger pieces of wood to hide in the woods for future fires, and how difficult it would be to lug bigger pieces in. And this guy just starts floating by. I think he should come over here. There's my duck friend coming to investigate. When I came up today, it was blue sky, hot sun. I was in my bikini top on my bike. Bit of wind, but it's quite warm. And it's clouded right over. I would even think it's going to threaten rain. It's gotten cold. My friend was just here though with her thermometer, and the pond is 14 degrees. And I know for a lot of people that would be cold. But if you like getting in cold water, that's about the best temperature you can hope for. It's lovely hanging out with you. I think you're the lady duck, but I can't be sure. I want to see them legs. So I went and got more wood. There's lots of deadfall around. Last year we got not a lot of rain, and we had some pretty serious forest fires on the island and in Labrador. And it was dry. It's been really dry. And so in the woods, there are a lot along the sides of the roads, of the road here. There's a road there. The road is there. And it goes along through the valley. And all along the sides, there's lots of trees blown over, partially blown over, really big ones uprooted. And I would imagine it's because the ground was so dry, and we had, a snowstorm a week for most of winter. So I guess it uprooted a lot of trees. Anyway, the people who live in the area, so probably mostly people from Shea Heights, come up and they take a lot of those trees down. And they use them for firewood, which means all along the road, this time of year, especially coming in, there is, if you can imagine where someone took a tree down, limbed it, chopped it up for firewood, what would be left? So lots of limbs, smaller chunks of wood, lots and lots of deadfall all along the sides of the road. So you can scoop it up and burn a fire with it. Once it starts drying out, though, you go through it quick. And if you're not the only person having fires, then the wood gets depleted by the time you're into summer, usually. So then I will often just go buy firewood and truck it up on the bike. Or someone with a car will drive up with a load or two, and we'll hide it in the woods and burn it throughout the summer. It was interesting looking around at all of the trees that have blown down or blown over and have just uprooted big patches of the forest floor because of a dry year that we had last year. So hopefully this the snow that we had this winter, the amount of it has soaked the ground enough to save us from having as many forest fires as we had last year. It's pretty heartbreaking to see them just taking out huge swaths of land. And there was one last year that was close to the city. I was up here one day and it started that day. And the whole place filled up with smoke. The whole pond filled up with smoke from it. And as I left the pond and was driving home and going down the big hill that overlooks the city, you could see like a kilometer wide wall of smoke on the other side of the city. And it's scary. So I probably don't strike you as a gearhead. But I do like a bit of outdoor adventure gear, I must say. And I thought, as I'm going to try to vlog this summer what I do when I'm not dollhousing, I thought I would maybe talk about some of the gear that I really like. For instance, my collapsible bucket. This got it at the dollar store for $1. It holds a lot of water. One bucket will put out a big fire, a big hot fire. I'm not concerned about that. I'll stick it back in after. I think it's important to have a bucket of water when you have a fire. After last summer's forest fires, I feel a little bit more cautious about, despite not being worried about a flaming stick falling out. I know I have access to the water as quickly as I need it now. And it's damp enough this time of year that that isn't going to do any damage. But I like to have the bucket of water. But also, I can collapse it, I can carry it on my bike, and then I can use it when I get here to ferry stuff from my bike into the woods. So my bike is over in the bushes like there. You can't see it. Sometimes you can see the yellow of my helmet, but you can't right now. So I can take things from my bike. I can load up my things like my water bottle and my coffee urn into that and carry all of that from my bike into the woods. So it's been a great help for me doing these pond adventures. I also like to have a cup. I have a great cup that was made by local ceramicist Ali D that I've brought for years. Real sturdy little thing. But as I was working at the Dollhouse in the dining room through the spring and winter, I kept looking at all the lovely cups and saucers I have that I don't use and keep adding to the collection. Like I bought this one this winter and I thought I'm gonna start taking them to the pond because I love them. I'm not using them. If they get broken, they do. At least they got used. I love it. The filthy blunted axe and the teacup. So I have two bottles. This one's water. I don't really like this one. It leaks and it doesn't stay cold for as long as I'd like it to. So I'll use it till it's not usable and then get another one that's better. This thing I've had for years. That's what I put my coffee in, whether I'm home, whether I'm here, wherever I go. I've almost always got that full of coffee. And it's good little, it's not thermos brand, but it is a great little thermos job. And there's my duck. I have a great backpack that I got last year. And a friend, Nick, who you often see me at the pond with, has one. A different style, but from the same company, Kodo Paxi. It's a 24-liter bag, and I fill it up. I like the company. They get all their materials, I guess, from other outfitter companies. They take their cast-offs, and so that's why nothing matches. The zippers don't match. As you can see, they're all different colors. I like that. And it's a durable bag, and it's got lots of... I'm always having to lash stuff to it if I'm walking anywhere, so I don't have to be carrying things. I cleaned it out to give you a better look. So the inside's disgusting, because I am disgusting. So there's some gloves for biking in this pouch. It's a good little pouch. It's got, it's where I keep my axe. It's also got my knitting. It's got garbage bag and my knitting and some binoculars in there. Other things that I have. A Christmas gift from Kevin. So it's a flint. I've used it once to start a fire here, and it worked. And the second time I used it, I ran out of patience really quickly because my back hurt. So I stopped and just used the lighter. And this is the other part of my flint that I was looking for. Kevin got me this for Christmas. Guy at the market. I bet he's got probably an Instagram, maybe even a YouTube. And it is wax fire starters. And this telescopic thing is for using to blow on your embers to get them to flame up. And that works a charm, let me tell you. There's probably brand names on all this stuff. My axe is a Fisker, I think. Used to have a name on it. Don't know where it went. Yeah, there it is. Fiskers. My flint, I think he may have made him, but I imagine he probably made that part. He ordered the bits. Swim stuff. So, I got these this week. They're from Wild Swimming UK, I think is the company. But I will put the link in somewhere here to be sure. But aren't they sweet? They've got whales. And they're the nicest swim gloves I've seen. They're so thick. And so from the same company, I got these great swim shoes as well. Aren't they cute? Holy moly. Really nice. Nice and thick. So I'm going to try that out today. That's a pair of my old swim shoes. They are not really, they don't really cut it for me. I like a firm bottom, like a shoe bottom. That's a bikini top. You don't need to see it. I can put a picture in. Hat, because it's good to have a winter hat for swimming this time of year. I'll put it on right now. So, bikini top, I prefer bikini. My body is too long for a, dollar store sunglasses, because I destroy them no matter how much they cost. So this is my swim shirt. It is neoprene. It's just like a spandex, thick spandex shirt. Is that Helly Hansen? I don't know. But that's what I wear on my top this time of year. And the cow blanket, which used to be on the kids' beds, and now I use it to keep warm. Oh, and my new swim bottoms. Big old swim bottoms. Oh, like a big pair of swim bottoms. And they got that bit in the back, which is very, very trollopy. All right, I'm going to put this stuff on and get in the pond because the weather is not getting better. The pond is 14 degrees, which is actually a really high temperature. But this is only my third dip since the ice went out of it, so I'm not accustomed yet. Let's see how long I get. Woo.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, how are you?
The couple is back. You're a lot more chilled out than you were the other day, though, aren't you? Used to each other now. Don't mind if he sees you looking ugly. I gets it, my dear. That's where the happiness is. So that was a swim, a real swim. That included a visitor just as I was getting in, which was fun. Kind of distracted me from the cold for a minute, and I went for a swim. Proper swim. Not for long, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, I don't know. But it was not terribly cold, and it's only going to get easier. Couldn't smack the bliss off my face right now. I'm going to eat a sandwich and going to get my arse home.